morning all. Today's discussion is on polynomials. Let us understand the meaning of polynomials. Polynomial is an algebraic expression. The meaning of polynomial. Poly means many. Nominal means term. Many terms. Altogether, the meaning of polynomial is many terms. This algebraic expression is a summation of many terms. Sum of many terms. And the algebraic expression, this polynomial expression, this is a generalized form of polynomial equation, polynomial expression. This general formula performs under the mathematical operations. They are mathematical operation, addition, subtraction and multiplication. You have plus is there, then it may become plus or minus depending on the value of this. And there is a into multiplication. This expression, algebraic expression, performs under all these mathematical operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication. This is what y equals algebraic expression. This is the right hand side, left hand side. So this is what the general form of polynomial equation. Let us understand the meaning of this expression. Term by term. Left hand side y, right hand side summation, sum of all these terms. Let us see first term. If you understand, let us clearly understand the first term, then you will be able to understand what is the second term and third term and so on. First term is a product of an into s to the 4 of n. First term is a product of an into s to the 4 of n. What is x? X is variable. What is y? Y is variable. Difference between this variable and this variable. X is independent variable. Y is dependent variable. What is meant by independent variable? What is meant by dependent variable? Independent variable is a variable which can take any value, which we can give any value. We can assign any value to that variable. Any value we can assign. And this value we get after this mathematical operation. The result of this mathematical operation, y. The resultant value is y. For any value of x, there is a value of y. If the value of x changes, value of y also changes. The value of y depends on the value of x. That is why it is called dependent variable. Y is known as a dependent variable, x is called as independent variable. Y is a function of x. All the terms on the right hand side, summation of all the terms, are the functions of x only. X variable, x is a function of x. Y is a function of x. As the value of x changes, value of y changes accordingly. In accordance with the mathematical expression, algebraic expression, value of y changes as the value of x changes. Let us understand clearly the polynomials term by term. What is first term? an into s to the 4 of n, product of an into s to the 4 of n. What are these values? X is a variable. N is an exponent of x, exponential value, numerical value, power of x. The possible values of exponents are only integer, only positive integers. What are those positive values? 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. like that. Possible values of n. These are only positive integral values. What are these? An is a coefficient of x. An is called as coefficient of this variable. N represents as coefficient of this an numerical value. What kind of numerical value is that? Is a real number. This is an integer. A positive integer always is a real number. What is real number? A real number, it may be a positive value or negative value. It may be an integer or a fraction. Fraction means less than 1 or more than 1. So a real value. An is a coefficient of this variable. This variable has an exponent. Product of these two is the first term. Here the second term is the product of again two terms. N minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 1. What is n minus 1 is exponent. But this exponent is less than this. What is n minus 1? Coefficient of this. A product of this is this. This into this. Is a coefficient of this variable. Next term. Coefficient of the next term. n minus 2. Coefficient of this variable. X to the power of n minus 2. N minus 2 is the exponent. This exponent is less than this. All exponential values. But variable is always same. X. The exponents are different. Coefficients are different. Sum of the terms, different terms. Term, first term, second term, third term, etc. Term, you have n number of terms. It has finite number of terms, not infinite number. So many terms, polynomial is equation of many terms, finite number of terms, n number of terms. It is a polynomial expression, generalized form of polynomial expression, and n stands for your degree of polynomial. This n, numerical value, highest number. On comparison to other exponential values, the highest number, n is highest number, remaining are the number less than this. It is highest number, it is called degree of polynomial, nth degree. Is a nth degree, polynomial of nth degree or nth degree equation, algebraic equation. Now, we see that this expression, polynomial equation, different types of polynomials are generated from this general form by feeding value of n, different values of n into this expression. When you feed the values, all possible values of n, you get different types of polynomials. What are the possible values of n? Commence with n1, n equals 1. And when you feed n equals 1 into the equation, what polynomial you get? When n equals 2, what polynomial we get? Let us see that. Let us write n equals 3. Let us write n equals 4. Let us write n equals 4 like that. So let us feed n equals possible values of n into the equation. Let us see what polynomials, what type of polynomial, different types of polynomials we get. So try with this. Y equals, when you put n equals 1, it becomes a1 x to the power of 1 plus is a0 actually for 0. So let us write what is a1 is a coefficient. Let me call a1 as a coefficient as a, and a2 is a coefficient, that is a0b constant. You can call a0 as b. Then equation becomes ax plus b. b into x to the power of 0. 0 is 1. X to the power of 0 means 1. a0 here last term a0 means a0 x to the power of 0 because a0 into 1 x to the power of 0 means anything to the power of 0 is 1. Therefore 1 a0 into 1 is equals 0 a0. That is why a0 is b. So the equation reduced to y equals ax plus b and n equals 1. a1 x to the power of 1 here a, let us call a1 as a and a0 as b. a0 x to the power of 0 means b, ax plus b. So this is a polynomial equation when you feed n equals 1. Let us write the second possible value of n. When you write n equals 2, what is the polynomial we get? Cut this into the equation. N equals to a2 x to the power of 2 plus a1 x to the power of 1 a0 x to the power of 0. 3 terms we get. When equals 1, we get only 2 terms. When equals 2, we get 3 terms, 3 different terms. With these exponents, x as exponents, a2 x square. Let us call a2 as a, a1 as b, a0 as c, a2, a1, a0. Can call, can say some value, a real value, real number. Some real number, a is some real number, b is another real number, c is another real number. X square, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 0 is this one. This is a polynomial we get. This polynomial is called as first degree equation. This is a polynomial of nth degree. This is a polynomial of first degree. First degree equation. This is called linear equation. Tell me look at what is called as y is called as linear equation. This is a polynomial of second degree. Quadratic equation. This is called as quadratic equation. Second degree equation. This is a polynomial we get. Let us see what polynomial we get when n equals 3. This equation. N equals 3, a3 x cube, a2 x square, n equals 3, n minus, that is n equals 3 means 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1, a2 x square, 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2, 1, 1, a1 x to the power of 1. Next term, a0 x to the power of 0. Last term, this. Let us call this coefficient. This is called coefficient. These are the coefficients. This coefficient, let us call it as a. This coefficient as b. This coefficient as c. This coefficient as d. B, c. X cube, x square, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 0, that is d. This polynomial we get when you feed n equals 3. This is a polynomial of third degree. Polynomial of third degree equation or cubic equation. This is algebraic equation of third degree equation. Third degree equation or polynomial of degree equation. Third degree polynomial equation. This is what we get the equation like that. Different polynomial equations are generated when you feed different values for n. When you put n equals 4, so likewise when you put n equals 1, look at that what polynomial equation generated. No, you can write yourself. A4 x to the 4 of n equals 4. N equals 4. A3 x to the 4 of 3, second term. What is third term? N equals 4. A2 x to the 4 of 2, next term. And n equals 3. A1 x to the 4 of 1. A2. Third one. Third one. Fourth one. So we have A1 x to the 4 of 1. Fifth one. A0 x to the 4 of 0. So like that we get 4 different terms. A4 x to the 4 of 4. A3 x to the 4 of 3. A2 x to the 4 of 2. A1 x to the 4 of 1. A0 x to the 4 of 0. Let us write A1 as A4 as A. This real number, let us call this real number as A. This real number as B. This real number as C. This real number as D. This real number as E. Therefore, equation is what is that? A to the 4 of x. A x to the 4 of 4. X to the 4 of 3. D x to the 4 of 4 plus. These are coefficients A, B, C, D. This is constant. This is polynomial equation of 4th degree. Degree 4. 4 degree polynomial. 4th degree equation. We call it quadratic equation. This is called as cubic equations. So likewise, different types of polynomials. We get 4th degree. When you give n equals 5, we get 5th degree. When you give n equals 6th degree, like that, different degrees of polynomial is got depending on the value of n. So these are the equations we call polynomial equations of different types. This is a polynomial equation of degree 1, polynomial equation of degree 2, polynomial equation of degree 3, polynomial equation of degree 4. Highest exponent is the degree of polynomial. Highest exponent is the degree of polynomial. Highest exponent is the degree of polynomial, first degree. If you write x means x to the 4 of 1 is understood. Degree is 1. These are different degrees of polynomial, of different equations of algebraic equations of different degrees. Example of this, y equals ax plus b. We have given some examples of these equations. Y equals 3x plus 7. Y equals 2x minus 15. Y equals minus 2x plus 3. What is a coefficient first degree equation? X is 1. X to the power of 1, x to the power of 1. Only one x term. Coefficient a is 3, a is 2, a is minus 2. What is b? B is 7, b is minus 15, maybe positive or negative. B is 3. Here, polynomial equation of second degree. Y. 2. Ax square minus plus bx plus c. What is a equation of this type? A is 2. A is 2. What is b? B is minus 4. What is b? 8 plus 8. What is c? Minus 2. What is c? 0 is here. We don't write. There is no value means plus 0. C is 0 is here. Can be. Because that these are real numbers. Maybe a integer, a positive integer, negative integer, integer, 0 or a fraction. Fractions are not here over here. That is third degree equation, polynomial of third degree where y equals of this type. Examples of third degree polynomial x cube, x square, x square. A is 1, B is minus 6, C is plus 11, D is minus 6. Here x cube, A is 1, B is 0, second term is 0, and C is 9, D is 0. Here. Possible. So examples of third degree equations, examples of fourth degree equations are like this. Examples of fourth degree equations. X to the power of 4. A is 1, B is minus 2, C is 6, D is 8, and E is minus 40. One more fourth degree equation. 5 into x to the power of 4. A is 5, B is 0. Cubic equation, no? There is no cubic term. And square. C is plus 2. D is 0. No x term. E is minus 8. So these are the examples of different polynomials. Examples of first degree equation, examples of second degree equation, examples of third degree equations, examples of fourth degree equations. What are polynomials? Polynomials are what is that? An algebraic expression containing finite number of terms, mathematical terms. So this finite number is operate under different mathematical operations, performs under different mathematical operations, products, multiplication, addition, subtraction. This value may take plus or minus depending on the value of this. This is a real value. They are called coefficients. These are coefficients. These are coefficients of the variables. And this is the exponents of the same variable x. Different exponents of the same variables. So it is they are known as polynomials or algebraic equations and degrees. So this is what the meaning of polynomial in the algebraic form or mathematical form, mathematical equations. Let us see the same thing in the geometrical form. What is geometrical form of this? Algebraic form and geometrical form. In the next step, let us explain. Let me explain the geometrical form of these polynomials. This is mathematical form. This is geometrical form. In the next step, let me explain what is geometrical form.